Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing something very special. I am going to be making some gluten-free cheese scones. Now today, as we're watching this, it is Father's Day in the UK and my dad recently discovered that he couldn't eat gluten anymore. So I made these for him for Christmas. He loved them so much that I'm going to make them again for Father's Day, and I thought I'd show you how to do them because they're really quick and easy and you only need 1 or 2 specialist ingredients really, and once they're in your cupboard they're so handy for gluten-free baking. So I'm going to leave it to voiceover Lucy from this point on. Yeah, enjoy! For this you will need 340 grams of gluten-free flour, you'll need a teaspoon of gluten-free baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, 85 grams of butter, 200 grams of extra mature cheese, I did 2 teaspoons of mustard, salt and pepper, 180 ml of milk and a beaten egg. Find a baking tray, and useful things are a big bowl, a baking rack and also a palette knife. I'm just setting the oven here to 200 degrees Celsius and we're ready to get baking. The first thing I'm doing here is putting my gluten-free flour into a big bowl along with the baking powder and the xanthan gum. Once those are in, we're going to add our butter. It's cold butter that's cubed, and then using our hands we're going to rub it together to make sort of a breadcrumb consistency. You can see I've got lovely clean hands. I'm taking off all my rings for this, and then we can start rubbing it between our thumbs and our fingers to get a lovely consistency. Once we've achieved that, we're going to add in our salt and pepper and our mustard. This is just English mustard because it works really well with the extra mature cheese. I went for the Cornish Cruncher from Marks and Spencer's because it's got a really good mature taste that comes through in the scones. I'm adding 2/3 of this cheese and reserving the rest, and then just giving all of that a quick mix. Making a well in the center of the flour, I'm pouring in all of that milk and using a metal object, it could be a spoon or whatever, I'm using a palette knife. We're going to fold that together. The reason that we're using something metal is so it doesn't get all claggy and stick to the spoon, and it doesn't warm up with our hands because we want this to be a nice flaky dough. Once our gorgeous dough is clinging together, I'm going to sprinkle on some of that gluten-free flour onto a clean surface so we can start forming our scones. I'm piling it all out, and then I'm going to give this a very quick knead to bring it together. Obviously there's not really any gluten in this to develop, so we're just making sure that it's all clinging together so we can roll it out nicely. I'm now shaping it into a disc that's about 3 to 4 centimeters deep and just making sure that it's nice and even. Then I'm using our cutter and pressing straight down. You don't want to twist this so you don't compromise any rise you might get. You won't get a lot of rise on these because they're gluten-free. But there we go, we're going to pop that on the baking sheet and we're going to carry on doing this. I got about 4 scones out of this, but they are chunky scones. You could do little baby ones for tea, you could do thinner ones, but I wanted proper chunky boys. Now we are going to top these. I'm using a little egg on them to make them lovely and shiny and also to make the cheese stick, and I'm just using a pastry brush to apply that. Ready to pile on the remaining cheese. Once that's done, we can pop them in the oven. It's lovely and preheated now, and it's going to go in for about 13 to 15 minutes. Once they're lovely and golden and firm to the touch, we can pop these onto a cooling rack. I'm just doing this slowly and carefully to make sure that I don't get any cracks, but these were gorgeous and held together fantastically. And here they are, beautiful cheese scones. Lovely and golden, crisp outside, very nice. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed finding out how to make these gluten-free scones. Like I said, my dad absolutely loved them. Normally in supermarkets, they're super expensive. And if you go somewhere like a garden centre, they're like pre-packaged tiny little scones that aren't really worth the amount they're charging for them. It just shows that gluten-free baking can be, you know, fairly cheap once you've got the ingredients. If you like this, then please like and subscribe to this channel. I make videos nearly every week. If you like cooking videos, then I'm happy to make more. Let me know what you'd like me to make below, and I guess I'll see you around. Bye.